Hey there guys, finally freshly shaven Krishna here to talk about the new stuff for Forbidden. So before we get into it, I just want to quickly clarify that this is more of a first impressions than a set review, and so it's being categorized as such. I'm sure even in my own video I'm going to look back at a lot of the stuff I've said here and just be like, you're an idiot, but you know, it is what it is. I think this will be fun because there's a lot of cards to go over here, because whilst I was away and you were getting your scheduled uploads, they managed to drop the entire set. So the daily videos, I was thinking, oh, we'll do like 20-30 a day. It's not happening. This is going to be a bit of a girthy one. So anyway, enough delaying. Let's get started. So here we've got a rare Avoca Minion chain. So this is the same as the epic ones I discussed in previous videos, where they generate the next one whenever you cast it, and they all have the Arcana class, which is relevant for some cards. So the first one, a Token Golem S enters the field in the rest state, and then you add the second one. So for one, you get a rested Token Golem S. It's okay. The second one, then a token minion with the same name as one of your minions enters the field, then add the third one. So I think this is just saying like replicate the minion. So if you can get a Token Golem M out of this, this is pretty good. If you get a Token Golem S, it's not great, especially for 3. It's a bit of a shag. And finally, the third level is all your token minions gain plus 100 plus 1, then banish card. They all banish, and that one's crazy. That one's amazing. So you're starting to see this shift in red towards more of a mid-rangey kind of thing, because this whole aggro beatdown, like Unga Bunga, that red was able to just kind of do previously, it's not happening anymore. There's a lot of tools that a lot of stuff has to get around it, but this is good. Next we have yellow. So level 1, for 1, look at the top 3 cards of your deck, add a yellow minion from among them to your hand and put the rest of them in your deck. Then add the second one. That's really good. For level 2, give when destroyed, this minion returns to hand to one of your minions, and then you add level 3. For 2, it's not great for 2. The level 1's really good though. And then level 3, 2 yellow or neutral field minions with original cost to 4 or less enter the field from your hand, then banish this card. That one's really good. With Kiron, this stuff is crazy because then the first 2 are both 1, which makes them amazing. And then the third one is 4. So for 4, you get 2 4 or less minions. So you can effectively like double your value. I mean, clearly quite good. The only thing you got to keep in mind is original cost, so you're not going to be cheesing like ridiculously big stuff out of this, but that's fine. Next, we got white. So level 1, one of your minions gains 100 BP in research, and then at level 2, that's okay. Giving research to stuff is quite valuable. Number 2, all your minions gain 200 BP. That's not particularly good. I mean, it's not bad. Buffing BP is definitely not bad, but it's not amazing. Though, maybe I'm bullshitting. Maybe it is quite good. Especially when you consider that like a lot of white's stuff is really crazy, and your opponent just has to hit over it. Actually, I think I underrated that. I think that's pretty good. I think that's pretty damn good. And then level 3, during this turn, all your white minions gain 1 attack, choose one opponent's minion, then that minion must become active and block. Yep, that is also pretty good. Starting to see a theme here. Right, they're all just very good. Green, you can put 1 base minion from your deck to hand, except Jack the Emerald Magician, then shuffle your deck and... What? That's ridiculous. Well, there you go. This is the best level 1. Level 2 is until the end of the opponent's next turn, damage taken by a player is reduced by 1. Add the level 3, and then level 3 you can add 1 7 or greater green or neutral field minion from deck to your hand. With Kiron, these are all 1. but you don't even need to kill off. This is crazy. Yeah, that's very good. Purple. Look at the top 2 cards of your deck, discard 1 field minion from among them, and put the bot deck the rest in a random order. That's nowhere near as good as the others. It's synergized with the demon deck basically, and that's it. You can destroy one of your minions. After that, deal 1 damage to all your opponent's forces. That's okay. And obviously, as long as if you're proccing good when destroyed effects, that's worth it. But it's, you know. And then 1 purple or neutral field minion enters your field from the trash. That minion gains 200 V for each of your opponent's destroyed force. So it requires a bit more setup, but it's definitely one of the weaker ones. Definitely on the weaker end. But for 6, getting anything back can be really, really good, and especially if you can reduce it to 4 weaker. Blue, level 1, increase your movement by 1. That's good. That's going to help you ramp early. Level 2, put 1 6 cost or less minion from mana into the field in active state. After that, put 1 blue mana into base and rest state. Then at level 3. So this is crazy good because you can pay the mana and then bring it out and it's active, and then you can smash face or something with it. For 2, that's amazing. And then for 3, during turn, 1 of your blue and neutral minions can be blocked. Give something better intercept, sure. Yeah, this is very, very, very good. Purple kind of seems to be the only really lacking one, which sucks. And then we've got the epic white. I think I've discussed these already, so I'm going to skip over these epics. If I haven't, my bad. I'm pretty sure I talked about these already. Actually, you know, screw it. Let's just do the whole thing, just in case. I'm going to have to make a set review to go over all of this again anyway when I, have played around with the set and have a better understanding of the meta, and I can give a more comprehensive overview rather than just holy shit that's good, which is most of the stuff. Okay, so level 1, recover 1 point to one of your forces. Then at level 2, that's okay. Level 2, until the end of the opponent's turn, damage your force takes reduced by 1. That's good, and your force gains this force can't be chosen by opponent's effect. So that's going to be a specifically good counter against green stuff that rests forces. And then level 3, destroy an X or less minion. X is the higher. Okay, so just destroy anything basically. Yeah, that's pretty good. Well, not destroy anything. Destroy like anything like 6 or less, which is like a lot of stuff. Though this is going to be a lot worse because you're going to be seeing a huge amount of battle spirit stuff that's like cost reduction, so it's like really expensive. So it won't be able to target that. The blue stuff, look at the top 4 cards of your deck, add a blue magic from your hand, put the rest of the modern deck in the order. That's pretty good. Put 2 4 or less opponent's minions into base in the rest state. That's very good. That's just like deleting blockers. And then level 3, destroy one opponent's mana that's field minion, then banish his card. That's good because a very common tactic against very common tactic in high level play is to like have some sort of big win-conny minion or something, you just basically something you need, and just scoop it into base and just like fucking leave it there until you need it, and then just bring it out and just kill your opponent with it. Like managing your movement and your base in that sense is quite important. So being able to just like delete a key part of the opponent's strategy is really important, because this basically means that now the base is not safe from blue, and the base has always been the safe place. You can't really touch stuff in there, so this is pretty big. Okay, green, restore 1 life to the player, then level 2, that's good. Rest 2 opponent's minions with X or less. That minion cannot become active until the end of the opponent's next standby phase. X equal to the player's life. Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. And then destroy all opponent's minions with the highest cost from your opponent's minions in the rest state. So if your opponent's got a board with a lot of stuff at the same cost, this is going to kill a lot of them. Otherwise you're deleting like some expensive stuff, at least 1 expensive card, so this is probably worth it. The issue with green's removal is that it is rest reliant, which does make it a bit weaker, but now you kind of have these better tools basically. Okay, yellow. Level 1, one of your cost 3 or less minions become active. That's good, that's really good. Just you know, being able to ping down a force twice or something is very valuable. Until the end of the opponent's next turn, one of the opponent's cost 6 or less minions cannot attack, block, or move. That's good. Level 3. So yeah, I mean basically just like effectively removing a minion from being a threat is quite valuable. And then return 2 opponent's minions to hand, then manage card. That's also very good. So yeah, this is also very strong. Okay, now we've got the Battle Spirit chain similar to the red one we saw back a little while ago. This works like Lars, basically. So level 0, change one of your non-minion colorless mana into core, and it cannot move. The level 2 gives you this, which has cost reduction white. So the cheapest this can be is 2. When your opponent's minion is attacked, this minion becomes active, so that's really good. Like really good immediately. Like they need to fucking remove this, or that's going to be a huge problem. And then when boosted, return an opponent's neutral minion in hand. That is also phenomenal ability. Yeah. And it's a dragon, so there's dragon synergies that could potentially be used as well. So that's amazing. And then the level 3 cost reduction white. So the cheapest this can be is 4 because you won't have more than 5 minions. When an opponent's minion's attack, this minion becomes active, and when boosted, this minion gains. This minion cannot be affected by opponent's effects. It's kind of overkill, really, because the main thing is going to be this 6 cost. It's going to be very annoying. Now, the one thing to keep in mind is you will only get 1, right? So once your opponent deals with this, you know, your odds of getting the 3rd one are not great. Well, they're not bad, but because there's stuff to kind of accelerate this battle spirit things. But yeah, we'll talk about that more later. But this is definitely very strong. That's for sure. So base minion, you got to boost a 3 or greater battle spirit. A boost ability when attacked, draw a card and destroy opponent's minion with 3 or less BP, and this gives +2/+1. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. That's a pretty good boost. When base when placed, if you have 3 or more purple mana, including this mana, so only need 2, so you can play this turn 2 if you go second. Destroy an opponent's minion with 2 or less BP and draw a card. It's pretty good. I'm pretty sure you get the draw even if you don't destroy, so that's nice. Next, 4 or greater, this minion cannot be rest nor destroyed by the opponent's effects. Okay, okay, that's pretty crazy. Also worth pointing out that all of these are brave attributes, I believe, assuming I can read that properly. So when summoned, you can put a base minion with brave from your deck into your base, then shuffle your deck, and when boosted, draw a card. So yeah, this is going to let you just grab any of these basically, and be able to use their boost abilities. When summoned, you can add a base minion with brave from your deck to your hand and shuffle your deck. This is way better. Also, this has card battler. Chain card battler, right. So I believe that's when you call a card battler after this, you draw. I think that's what it does. But the when summoned to just search a brave base minion is very good. When summoned and when destroyed, deal 100 reviews to all the opponent's minions. So this is basically fuck you golems. And trash, when this minion returns to your hand to trash, put it on the field. So yeah, more fuck you golems. When summoned, you recover a life to one of your forces, and when this minion wins a battle with a cost of 2 or less, opponent's minion, it becomes active. So this is just your absolute 100% fuck you golems for white. Because white was actually reasonably susceptible to golems if they were able to go fast enough. Basically, if white made it to 7 mana, then they won because they would just play the horse and that's it. But if you can kill them before 7, then it was a pretty easy matchup. But now this is going to be a big issue. You're going to have like Megaton hammers and stuff to deal with this, or Beetle Bomb, whatever it's called. Okay, so now we've got these legendaries, and these are all crazy. I read them a little bit when they first came out. These are what. So first one, 6 cost 6/2. When summoned, if you have 2 or more white mana in Avoca class, for each of your forces, draw a card. So this is probably a draw 2. And passive, all your white or neutral minions gain 100 BP in research. So this is, I mean, this is very threatening. This is very good because, generally, the kind of smarter thing to do against white was just to push face because they have so much stuff to do with their forces. But if you could get like 3 and 4 costs on the field, they couldn't really remove those. So if you could remove their threats and just smash face, you could win. So yeah, this is going to make that a lot more difficult, and this is giving them a lot more passing and stuff. And this is very good. The blue legendary, when summoned, if you have 2 more Avoca blue mana, your movement increases by 1, so that's very good. And when your other blue or neutral minion deals damage with DP, that minion gains 1 DP and 1 of your mana becomes active. So this is pretty good. It's effectively a ramp card, so that's nice. Here we got elf support. So I am very confident that probably by the end of the year, the elf deck will be primarily legendary. I'm pretty confident that's going to happen. So when summoned, if you have 2 or more green mana in the Avoca class, put a Fear Tree Walker in your hand. This turn that free cost is reduced by 2. So Fear Tree Walker is a 5/2 for 5, but will be for 3. That rests an opponent's minion on entry. I believe that's what it does. So that's pretty good. It's giving you something. But when your other 5 or more green or neutral minion enters the field, that minion will gain 200 BP and you will draw a card. So this is pretty good. How many copies will it be run at? Probably not that many, but it's definitely a good card. I do like it. When summoned, if you have 2 more purple mana in the Avoca class, deal 1 damage to one of your opponent's forces. That's okay. And then when your purple or neutral minions destroy, well, it's better than okay. It's pretty good. And when your opponent's purple or neutral minion, destroys an opponent's force by dealing damage, put 1 purple mana into your base and draw a card. This effect cannot stack. So I think this will trigger off effects. I don't think it has to attack it, and that's pretty strong. It cannot stack, for obvious reasons. But yeah, ramping and things, and if you just play this and you've got an opponent's force down to 1 and it works as I think it does, then this is pretty strong. Also, that's demon. This one's pretty crazy. This is when summoned, if you have 2 or more red evokers, you get a token golem that has charge. It's a 5/1 with charge, and all your red or neutral minions gain plus 200 BP plus 1 DP. So this is literally Wallace for red, but better, which is what. Also, I can't read that. Okay. Then the yellow, when summoned, if you have 2 or more yellow mana in Evoker class, add 2 or less yellow or neutral minion from your deck to your hand and shuffle your deck. That's good. And then when your other neutral minion enters the field, all your yellow or neutral minions gain 100 BP. So this is just good. It just tutors stuff. So I like that. Now we have the epic red chain. Now I'm pretty sure we did discuss these. I'm pretty confident we did go over all these epic ones. Okay. This was one of the first cards that got revealed, but actually we'll go over it because we have more context now. Cost reduction red. This minion can receive up to 2 boosts, and for each boost this card received from a Rave class, destroy an opponent's minion with 700 or less BP when attack. Very, very, very good. Yeah, very, very strong. Cost reduction red. On your turn, when a Galaxian class minion attacks, your opponent must block if possible, and on your turn, when this minion attacks blocks, deal 1 damage to the opposing player. So that's good as well. Cost reduction yellow. When summoned, look at the top card of your deck. If it's a Galaxian class field minion, put it on the field. Otherwise, put it on the bottom of the deck. So obviously, if you hit a Galaxian, this is amazing. If you don't, this is pretty garbage. Even unless you're paying 5 for it, then it's okay. Cost reduction yellow. On the opponent's turn, each time an opponent's minion with a cost of 2, 3, 5, or 7 attacks, restore 1 life to your player. So entirely going to be format dependent on how good this is. But I think this is a card that will 100% see play in any yellow in a format where this effect is good. Literally everyone will run this because it just goes, okay, well, I'm healing every time you attack me. Good luck. And it's any attack, by the way. They can attack a force, they can attack you, you're healing. We've already seen this. We've seen this alt art, which is hilarious. Okay, on your turn, when 1 or more minions you control from the Battle Spirit class are destroyed, you can destroy 1 mana. After that, put that minion in the rest state back on the field. This effect will stack, so that's very good. Especially later in the game, the amount of mana you have starts being less relevant, and the amount of cards in your field becomes far more important. So this is a very good skill later in the game. And when boosted, destroy 1 of your other minions. If you do, return 3 minion cards other than the destroyed minion from your trash into your hand, which is obviously also a very, very good skill. Also, I believe these skills synergize, so you can boost it, destroy your minion, get 3 minions back, use the skill, kill a mana, get back the minion in rest, which is quite good. We have discussed this before. On your turn, when one or more of your opponent's minions is destroyed, you draw a card, so that's good. And on your turn, as long as this minion is boosted by core, when one or more minions you control are destroyed, your opponent chooses a card from the hand and discards it. So a lot of synergy there with the previous one. When summoned and when destroyed, return one purple minion other than this from your trash to your hand. And on your turn, when a minion boosted with 4 attacks, deal 300 BP to your opponent's minion, so that's also good. Construction purple, when summoned, destroy all minions boosted that are not boosted by Brave, and minions that have a when transformed effect. And pass as a passive, all opponent's minions cannot receive boost except as a core class. So this feels like it could be a big reason why purple is going to be playable, because I feel like white Battle Spirit is going to be a very big player, and being able to disrupt that relatively easily feels valuable. A huge amount of dragons and stuff as well entering the format that are very good. So there's going to be a lot of dragon support that I think is going to start seeing play. Cost reduction green, on your turn, when your minion from Battle Spirit is blocked, rest opponent's minion, that's good. This is really good as well, just rest everything when it enters. When attacking during this battle, this minion gets 1 DP for each of your coloured, excuse me, your coloured boost minions. So this can basically, depending, this could just end the game kind of randomly if it just swings for like 3 or 4, which doesn't seem too difficult to achieve. When this minion attacks a player, discard the top 3 cards of your opponent's deck, and on your turn, when it costs 5 or more field minion is discarded from your opponent's deck, this minion becomes active. It's kind of RNG focused really, but you will need to give it DP through some means. Construction Y, opponent's turn, all opponents 5 or less minions cannot activate. That's crazy. And on your turn, this minion cannot be targeted by your opponent's magic. So yeah, this is going to be very difficult for opponents to deal with that are relying on kind of smaller things. Generally speaking, white seems to be this highly anti-small thingy deck. It's basically anti-red at this point. Construction white, when your other minion from the Hunter or Battle Spirit class becomes rest, you can rest a mana. After that, this minion becomes active. This is incredible aggro card. If you just play this with like a full field, and you can just like swing with this, if they don't kill it, swing with something else, restand this, swing with it, swing with something else, restand this, swing with it. Like, it's just going to kill your opponent. So yeah, this is very strong. It's core. We've been over this chain here. We've been over that. I don't think we've been over this. When summoned and at the start of your turn, you can search your deck for a fan of the white cat and add it to your hand, then shuffle your deck, and that will become 0. So you'll get this for free. And on your turn, when your yellow minion is chosen by your own effect during this turn, that minion will gain +2/+1. This effect cannot stack. And one of your minions gains charge and research. So this is pretty crazy, because this minion is basically, as long as you're running this fan of the white cat, this will become a 7/2 charge resurge, which is crazy. Now, it'll only gain the 2/1 for the turn, but that's very good for 4. That's very, very good for 4. And we've got here Brigante, the forest monster. When summoned at the start of your turn, you can search your deck for 1 Brigante's ambush and add it to your hand, then shuffle your deck, and during that turn, this card's cost becomes 0. Your turn, when this minion wins a battle, deal damage to your opponent, its player, and force equal to this minion's DP -2. So it's going to be pinging everything for 1. If it wins against something, that's very good. The Brigante's ambush is main. Deal 300 BP to your opponent's minion in the rest state. If you have a beast class minion, after that, that minion becomes active, and during this turn, that minion must block if possible. I think that means like must be blocked if possible. Oh no. Oh no, okay, fine. It's not intended. Sorry. This just isn't intended for removal, it's just intended to smack. Yeah, that's good. That's definitely good. Very strong combo here. I think this will see play. Just so I am very confident this will also see play. Badge the Chain Princess. When summoned at the start of your turn, you can search your deck for 1 Chain of Badge and add it to your hand. Then that will be 0 for this turn. So you're getting a 4-cost spell for free. On your turn, when you use a magic card with original cost of 4 or greater, deal 1 damage to your opponent's player. So you will also be burning 1 when you cast this, and main and flash, so this will be useful on the opponent's turn as well, which is immediately makes it inherently better than these two. Deal 300 BP to an opponent's minion, and that minion gains passive. This minion cannot attack the opponent's player. Holy shit! This is very strong. There is a reason that this costs 8. I think. Yeah, that's 8 for a 6/1 is a bit of a check, but you're also getting this, and you're also pinging one. Yeah, very, very strong effects overall. When someone destroys an opponent's minion with 600 or less BP, after that you get one more. So for 7, you're getting 2. So for 7, you're getting 2 6 7 1s. Sorry, okay. For 7, you're getting 2 7 1s, and you're killing a lot of stuff. Like one of a lot of different possible options. This is good. This is definitely good. Snake Tail. 1 attack. Choose your opponent's minion that has BP equal to or lower than this minion's BP. Until the end of the opponent's next turn, that minion can attack, block, or move. So you're going to have to buff this up for it to be any good. Also, this is a Chimera. Research. When summoned, manage 2 opponent's minions with a cost of X or less. X equals the number of Evoca class in your mana. That's crazy good, provided you have enough Evoca mana for the skill to be useful. You're probably going to have a lot of Evoca mana. You're probably going to have 4 to 5, honestly. Or at least 3. Like, I frequently see white even now with 3, so yeah, this is going to be scary as shit. Grey Fox Grappling Master. Your turn, you have an elf class minion. This will become a 4 cost, so it's elf support. And when it attacks, deal 300 BP to all the opponent's minions in the rest state. So this can be very, very threatening. On your turn, if you use a blue magic, this turn this minion cannot be blocked, and the basic cost of magic cards in your hand is reduced by 2. This is wild. This is wild, because in combination with Kiron, you're basically only paying the blue mana costs, which is insane, honestly. Yeah. Yeah. No, I'm not sure what else to say about that. When summoned, for each of your opponent's destroyed forces, destroy an opponent's minion for 8. I feel like I'd rather just use the pandemic in most scenarios. When summoned, destroy a minion on your turn. If you haven't used an Arcana, this minion cannot attack nor move. Doesn't seem that good to me. Base when placed, change one of your neutral mana that is not a minion into core. Then during this turn, the next time your minion with Battle Spirit or Dragon Glass summoned, it will gain 200 BP and charge. So that's pretty good. That's pretty good. If you have a core in your base, when your minion wins a battle, your movement increases by 1. If you don't have a core in your base, change one of your neutral mana into core instead. So you're always getting something when a minion wins a battle, and this is always going to be like. So this isn't like a once per turn kind of thing. So this is pretty. This could get really good if you just constantly increase your movement. When attacking, your opponent must block if possible. When summoned, you can add 1 base minion card with card battler class from your deck to your hand and shuffle your deck, so that's not bad. And when attacking, your opponent must block if possible, so, you know, decent. Construction red, when attacking, deal 300 BP to one of your other, the Phantom Star Guy Asha, which is this. After that, this minion gains 300 BP and becomes active. Okay, so I suppose the idea here is to have multiple of them, and they will just keep going again and again and again and again and again, I suppose, is the idea. Interesting. Very interesting. So here we've got the purple works like Lars. 0 cost revenge. Your turn's minion cannot move, but you're getting a 0 cost skeleton, so that's synergistic with skeleton decks. Okay. Anyway, sorry. When summoned and when attacked, a 1 field minion with revenge enters your field from your trash. So this can be very, very good. It's got cost drop from purple. So depending on what you've got in your drop zone, this is going to be very good. And then the level 3. Cost of purple. When summoned, you can destroy one of your minions. After that, one of your other minions. After that, your opponent chooses 2 cards in hands and discards them. Very strong. And on your turn, when your demon minion is destroyed, deal 300 BP to all your opponent's minions and deal more damage to the opponent's player. So obviously, very, very good. But again, hitting the level 3 is going to be tough, as I'm sure I've said a huge amount of times. Base when placed. Change one of your neutral mana that is not a minion into core. Then one of your minions in Battle Spirit class can reset. That's very, very good. When summoned, return all 300 less BP minions to your opponent's hand. So this is just white. Golems cannot beat white anymore. It's not happening. And on the opponent's turn, if this minion is boosted by a core, all of your minions with a Battle Spirit class cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. So that's also pretty crazy. Cost reduction white, if this minion is boosted by core, this minion cannot be selected by your opponent's magic. So that's also very good. Actually, I think this might be a mistranslation, because I remember seeing, I'm not sure if it's this one. We'll see. I think it might be something else actually then. If it is this card, this is meant to say this your opponent cannot cast magic, which is fucking mental. But I think it might be a different card. So here we got the cover card. This works exactly like Lars. So what do the spells do? You can't reduce the cost of these in any way, and they're all Arcana. The first one, look at X from your deck, add one coloured card from random to your hand, and put the rest of the bottom of your deck, where X is the number of Avoca mana. Phenomenal. Immediately, that's very, very good. You know, obviously, I mean, worst case, it's like a draw one, basically. Like, you just get a card. But, like, it's probably not going to be a draw one. It's probably going to be, you can tutor for something that's actually useful in that specific situation from the top 3 to 4, realistically. So that's really good. Level 2. Banish an opponent's minion with X or less TP, where X is the number of your Avoca mana. Banish anything, basically. Which is also very good. And then level 3 is draw till you have 10, it costs 10, but you draw till you have 10, and then all your minions and all your mana become active, and then banish this card. So it just goes, fill your hand, play your turn. This is very strong. Now the utility here I think is not as good as Lars. I think Lars is just generically useful in more decks. But in these kind of longer form, more grind based decks that are looking to extend the game, this is mad. I think this might see you playing Battle Spirit White, because I feel like White really is going for that long drawn out control game. But we'll see. I definitely want to use this card, it looks really cool. Dragon Hatchling, destroy one of your neutral mana on a minion card, or main or flash speed. After that, a dragon token enters your field, whatever. Main flash deal 300 BP to one of your opponent's minions. If it's your opponent's turn, all your mana becomes active. So this is pretty good. If it lets you just do something extra for free, like if you actually have something valuable to play. Otherwise, it's just like really overpriced for what it does. Main flash during this turn, all your minions gain this minion cannot be targeted nor destroyed by your opponent's effect. I don't know, man. This seems like this seems really crazy. Like, I don't know, because like a lot of the white stuff seems really, really powerful. Now it might just be a case of it seems better on paper than it is in practice, which is often the case with these kind of things. I do have faith in these devs that they're not breaking the game, so we will see. But you know, a lot of this stuff is starting to look a little wild. Flash. During this turn, your player gains, when your player takes DP damage from opponent's minion, destroy that minion. It's pretty damn good. Pretty damn good. Evoca Awakening. Choose one of your blue mana with Evoca class. Activate that mana when placed effect. So as you can, it's amazing. this is amazing. Just anything. Like, so if you want one of your base minions that generates the spell chain, you get that. If you want another copy of your generating minions, you get that. So good. So good. Power Absorption, Flash. Restore life to your player equal to an opponent's attacking minion. During this turn, that means DP becomes 0. This is very good. I really like this. I'm a big fan of this. Okay, this card. When summoned, this is a 3-off. This is a 3-off in any Battle Spirit deck. When summoned, you can add a base minion with card battle class from your deck to your hand and shuffle your deck. Already, that's pretty good. You're getting sort of nice early game minion for 2. Your turn. This card can be used as any card for cost reduction. Okay. And then, passive, this card cannot be selected by your opponent's effects. So, it's staying. Now, it's a 1-0. So, it's not adding much value to your field beyond the cost reduction. It's just always going to be there to like reduce costs. But, god damn, this is good. It's adding consistency. It's letting you hit your level 3 Battle Spirit things like so much easier because now you have a lot of base minion search in those decks. Very good. Passive, when this minion is selected by your own effects, draw a card. It could be good. If you can, like, you know, I think this has potential. Swoop, nope. When boosted and when destroyed, one of your other minions gains 200 BP. Nope. When summoned, return a 7 cost or less opponent's minion to hand. So this is a 7 cost, and when attacks, if you have 2 more yellow mana with the Avoca class, once per turn, the minion becomes active. So this will get 2 attacks. This is not bad. Swoop. When summoned, 1 minion with the cost of X or less enters your field from your hand. X equals the number of yellow mana of the Avoca class. That's pretty good. I like that a lot. That's very good. I'm a big fan. Chain Avoca, and this is a dwarf. So that's going to be synergizing with the Emily stuff. So the dwarf deck's getting boosted here, and it's really shifting a lot more to mid-rangey. Mercenary of Aguma, when summoned and when boosted, 1 opponent's minion is 300 BP for the duration of this turn. It's okay. Bombarding Rat, when attacks, if you have a red mana with the Avoca class during this turn, all your opponent's players and forces gains life and force points, cannot be restored and damage cannot be reduced. So this is pretty anti-white to stop them doing their bullshit. But I feel like it needs to be on a cheaper minion to be particularly useful. I don't know. This is kind of useful against green though, because they can just gain 3 as well. Anyway, Ruby Head. Charge. When summoned, if you have a red Avoca, deal minus X BP to your opponent's minion, where X is the number of red mana of the Avoca class times 100. So this can just delete a lot of stuff, and it has charge. So this is pretty decent actually. And it is... Assassin of Thanatos. When destroyed, deal 200 BP and 1 BP to one of your opponent's minions. It's a skeleton, but Elephant Bone of Thanatos. When summoned, discard top card of both players' decks, and when destroyed, if you have a purple Avoca, destroy 1, 5 or less opponent's minion. It is a skeleton, so there's more synergy there too, but it just feels expensive for what it does. I don't know. Not a massive fan. Potion Merchant. When summoned and when boosted during this turn, this minion gains, when this minion attacks a force during this battle, this minion gains 1 DP. That's okay. I think this, and there's a demon, so is that something cute? Gentleman the Guide. Revenge. When summoned, return an X or less field minion from your trash to your hand. X the number of purple Evocas. This can be really good, obviously, depending on your number of voters. When attacked, put 1 3 or less opponent's minion to rested state. This is not bad on a 2 cost. It's an elf, so if you can kind of build an earlier board here to start buffing with your base minion. It's not bad. Marsha, Sister of the Meat. Pierce. When summoned, if you have a green mana with Avoca, put 1 opponent's minion or 1 opponent's force into rest state. That minion or force cannot become active until the end of the opponent's next standby phase. And it's an elf. It's also not bad. It's not bad. Space is going to be the question here. Babylon. Clearly meant to be baby, but okay. Oh, maybe it's not. I don't know. I feel like it's meant to be baby. Anyway. When boosted, look at the top 2 cards of your deck. Out of 5 or greater field minions belonging to your hand, but the rest of the bottom of your deck in any random order. It's okay. Black Panther Knight. Pierce. When summoned, put all X or less opponent's minions into rest state. X equals number of your green Evocas. Can be really good, but it's on a 6 cost, so that's pretty shitty. But it could also just win you the turn, win you the game if it just rests your opponent's block board and they have no mana, so there is value to it, I think. Science Worm. On your turn, this minion deals damage, draw a card. That's pretty decent, but it is a little expensive for what it does. When summoned, the next time you use a blue magic card with Arcana cost, that cost reduced to 0. This can be really good. Because basically all your base spell generating minions are Arcana class, so if you can use those for cheap and stuff, like that's very valuable. Sea Lion. On your turn, when you use a magic card with original cost of 3 or more, restore 1 life to your player. This effect cannot stack, but it will keep happening if you're using original 3 or cost higher, so I think this could be quite good in just healing you up to save you. Could potentially be like a 1 or 2. Infiltrate. When someone put all X or less opponent's minions in their base in rest state, X is the number of blue mana with the Evoker class. This could be fucking crazy. If you get like a 5 or 6 Evokers, then this will just almost board wipe, which is pretty wild. On opponent's turn, this minion cannot be selected by your opponent's effects. Fine. When summoned, recover 2 points to one of your forces, and for each of your forces this gains 200 BP. I don't think this will get played. When summoned and when boosted, draw a card, then discard a card from your hand. It's okay, but I don't really... Jet Hippo. Oh no. When attacks and when blocked, it gains 100 BP, and on your turn, if you have a white mana with Avoca class, when this minion wins a battle, deal 1 damage to opponent's player. Okay. I thought this was going to be like a power crept charging hippo. Sharpnail Flamingo. When summoned, reduce your movement by 1. If you do, put 1 neutral mana in your base from the rest state. So this is a new potential staple cheap drop in a lot of decks. Very good. Minion cannot move. And I think, yeah, first you got no movement, but if you go second, this is good. Because it'll just generate your mana and you don't have to lose your minion. And so you get to keep a blocker. Journey Route. When summoned, you can add a minion card with a rodent class from your deck to your hand and shuffle your deck. Could be decent, depending on how good the rodents are. Monster Slug. Passive. When you use magic, gets 100 BP. Garbage. Sundream. When summoned, if you have an Avoca mana, you draw a card, and if you have 3 mana with the Avoca class, it gets 2/1, and if you have 6 mana with the Avoca class, it gains charge and research. So if you only have an Avoca, this is 3 for 3/1 to draw, that's okay. If you have 3 or more Evokers, this is a 3 cost for a 5/2 that draws, which is amazing. If you have 6 or more, it's clearly insane, but at that point you're playing a 3 cost that late in the game is not great. Though you are getting a good amount of value out of it, because it's a charge resurging 5/2 that draws you for 3, which is still really good. So this will almost certainly see play in a lot of decks. Wasteland. When summoned, X number of token slime block enter your field, where X is the number of mana of the Evoker class. Interesting. Very interesting. This just feels like a highly defensive... now they're expensive, but they're weak. So the fact that they're expensive means they're probably not going to be like a lot of the mass board wiping is not actually going to affect it, but also some of the mass board wiping is BP reliant, so then they will be affected. Anyway, when summoned, one of your Evoker mana becomes active. Magician's Rat. When summoned and when boosted, draw a card. It's not bad, but it's not good. Okay, boost Battle Spirit 3 cost or greater, and then when placed in the base, if you have 2 or more mana with the Battle Spirit, I believe this includes itself, destroy an opponent's minion with 300 less BP, or destroy one opponent's force with 4 or more life points. The hell? Holy shit. That's insane. That's genuinely crazy. So this will just kill Chiron, or it will kill Minotaur. Or against white, this just goes fuck you. Good lord. Red Battle Spirit is going to be really scary, I think, with a tool like this. Holy shit. It basically doesn't even have a condition. It's good in the early game. It's good later on. It's always good. Whoa, okay. This is definitely one, and it's a common. This is definitely mad. On your turn, this card can be treated as 2 cards for the cost of cost reduction red. So this is very good already. And then passive, this minion is the rest of it moves base, fine, whatever. Staple. Passive, if you have other red minions with Battle Spirit class, this will be a 2/1, so that's really good. So this is the Battle Spirit, this is your early game cheap 1-drops. Those are what you run. When summoned, change one of your non-neutral mana into core, non-mini neutral mana into core, and then when attacking, if you have a mana with Battle Spirit class, your opponent must block if able. So this could be used to remove some little small thing that you just want to get out of the way, so it can't block a bigger attack. But this is not as good as the other stuff, in my opinion. Those 2 1-drops were wild. When summoned, and switch Galaxian, so like a lot of your shit basically. Put one of your Battle Spirit minions from your trash into your hand. It's not bad. That's not bad. Leoprint, whatever. Chain Brave. When summoned, destroy one of your friend's minions for 4 less PP. It's okay. The Supernova Dragon, whatever. Cost reduction red. When summoned, you can destroy one of your other dragon minions. If you do, restore your player life until you have 5 points and deal 500 BP to all your opponent's minions. That's crazy. And when it attacks, you can destroy one of your opponent's minions with 500 less BP. If this minion is boosted by core, draw. Very good. Healing up to 5, just like that, is very strong. Especially if your opponent is like been neglecting your forces, and then you can just go and you're on like a 2 or something, and you just go back up to 5. It's so good. This is very good. Death Haze, boost Battle Spirit 2 or greater. When placed, you can destroy one of your minions if you draw a card. It's okay. Sword Doll, discard when summoned and when destroyed, discard the top card of both players' decks. And passive, this minion enters the rest state when it's your base. Fine, it's just a cheap. It's a skeleton though. Soul Horse, when destroyed during this turn, all your red or purple minions gain 200 BP. Interesting. They're trying to incentivize red purple color mixing here. And passive, it enters the rest state when it moves to your base. Interesting. Okay. None of those are as good as the red ones in my opinion though. Revenge, when summoned, change one of your non-neutral mana to core. So this is just like, again, just that. This is kind of fixing stuff to make sure you're getting core. On your opponent's turn, this minion enters the field, draw a card, and in the trash, it's when you turn your hand to trash from the field. So the idea is obviously to salvage this on your opponent's turn, get it, and then you plus and stuff further. So that's pretty good. Revenge, when destroyed, discard the top card of your deck. If that card is a minion with revenge, discard enters the field. Yeah, not great. Too RNG dependent. When destroyed, put a minion with Battle Spirit or Demon class, accept this from your trash to your hand, and when boosted, discard the top 2 cards of your deck. So this can just give you something for free if you choose the appropriate minion, but if you don't, then it's not that good. Hawkbreaker, boost Battle Spirit 3 or greater. At the end of your turn, this mana becomes active. Fine. On your opponent's turn, this minion cannot be selected by your opponent's effects. Passive, this minion, okay, fine. You just get it's staying. It's staying for your cost reductions basically, unless it's on your turn. On the opponent's turn, all your other red or white minions. So again, red-white color mixing incentivizes. All your other red-white gain 100 BP, and this minion is arrested when it moves to base, whatever. When summoned, change one of your okay, same thing, and then when retreating, one of your battle spirits gain 200 BP. Fine, just fixing. On the opponent's turn, this minion cannot move. Okay, I guess the idea is this is just anti-blue. So this is if blue becomes a big threat, you're always just going to have a blocker, I guess is the intention here. Chain Brave, when summoned, all your red or white minion battle spirits gain resurge. That could be pretty good. The Valkyrie Mist, passive. If this minion is boosted by core, this minion cannot be selected by your opponent's card effects. Fine. And then when it blocks, put one of your opponent's minions into the rest state. That can be pretty good. I'm not outstanding though. Passive, this minion is boosted by core, this minion cannot be put in the rest state nor returned to hand by opponent's card effects, and when it attacks, return one of your opponent's minions in the rest state to the hand. It's okay, again. No translation here. Okay, hold on a moment. Let's chuck a refresh because I believe it was all done. Yeah, okay. The Astronomer Lilia. You're on your turn. When this minion deals damage, look at the top 3 cards of your deck. One field minion with the Galaxian class enters your minion field from among them. That can be really good because the Galaxians can be big things. Put the rest of the body deck in any random order, but obviously if it has to deal damage and you have to hit it in the top 3. So yeah. And then when you on your turn, when you're paying cost for a field minion with neutral mana, you can treat it as paying mana of all color. So it's just kind of color fixing. This lets you use your neutral mana for those like cost reduction things basically, but it's okay. I've got to go for another refresh, or is it not translated? I'm sure I saw a translation on this. I'm quite certain I saw translations for these last few cards because we're almost done here. That's a quick okay, let me real quick head over to Game With because I believe they will have translations up for these by now. So the first one we're looking for here is this red 2 cost. Should be at the end here. Oh, is it not up? Or is it the beginning or something? Okay, last option Discord. Let me see if it's translated and I'll just read it out to you. Otherwise, I'm afraid I'm going to have to cut this video off here and missing a few cards. Not a huge deal, but let's check. Okay, they have not been translated. Oh, I tell you what, actually, let me not unga-bunga this. Man's got Google Translate. I'll just tell you what it says on here. There's only 4 cards, so I'm okay doing that. Sorry, I thought I skimmed through and they looked all translated, but anyway. So this does look at the top card of your deck, the top 4, and add a card battler, dragon, or Galaxian. Reveal all minions with those and add them to your hand, and then randomly return the rest of one of your deck. Then change one of your colorless non-mini mana into core. For 2, this is wild. That's really, really strong. Oh, just got a translation there. Yeah. This is so good. This is so good. Okay, apparently I am slightly ahead of the Facebook group here, but whatever. Next, this does, during this turn, minus 300 BP to one of your opponent's minions. Then, during the turn, remove one of your minions with 200 BP or less, I guess? No. Okay, this one's coming out kind of funky, so I'm assuming this translation is going to go up real quick. So let's just do the purple one. Main flash, your opponent chooses and destroys one of their minions. After that, destroy one minion of your choice, so you and your opponent both lose something. This can be good when your opponent has a lot of stuff they don't want to lose, basically, or they only have one thing. Next, we have main and flash as well. Choose one of your opponent's minions with 700 or cost 7 or less and loses 400 BP for 3. Then we've got this white spell. All your minions can attack during this turn. All your opponent's minions. I think it's saying during this turn all your opponent's minions cannot attack for 4 because it's flash speed or something, which makes sense given the art, and that's pretty wild. Really, really strong card there. And then this is flash during this turn. A minion. So your choose one of your battle spirits. It cannot be blocked. That's pretty good. Okay, let's just go back to that last red and see if it's translated. I'm gonna refresh here. Okay, we'll try this Google Janklate again. Okay, hold on. Let me give it one last effort here. Otherwise, we'll end the video here. Okay, yeah. So yeah. One opponent's minion loses 300 BP, then one opponent's minion loses 200 BP. So you're getting variety. You're getting versatility here. You can either minus 500 or you can split it. That's what it is. Okay, right. Sorry about the little bit of a confusion at the end there, but that is the video. So, overall impressions. What do I think is going to be strong coming out of this set? I think in terms of the battle spirit stuff, it's going to be red and white. Those are the big ones. And purple looks okay, but just not as strong. In terms of the main set, so the non-battle spirit stuff, it's going to be, yeah, so I'm pretty sure that it was missing that card that's just like your opponent cannot cast spells. Let me quickly get that up here. It's here somewhere. Real quick, because I do want to show you this because it's just crazy. Yeah, so it's this thing. It is this. If this minion has core, your opponent cannot use magic cards, which is fucking mental. So white is, you know, if you get that out, I don't know really. You're gonna struggle to beat that, honestly. Anyway, so in terms of the non-battle spirit half, the stuff that's going to be good, I think Elf Green is going to be good as well. It got some new stuff. It got some powerful tools. But I think Elf Green is going to be good. I think white is still going to be good, but I think battle spirit's going to be like better. I think the meta is really going to shift to this battle spirit stuff. It looks really, really strong. And I think, you know, there will be some other decks like Elf Green. Blue, sorry, I forgot to mention blue. Blue looks very good. Blue's definitely a deck I see doing a lot of good stuff. Purple I'm 50-50 on. Basically the only stuff that I see probably still not making a massive meta impact is going to be yellow. I think that's still kind of suffering a little bit, but yeah. So that's the video. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I know it was quite long, but you know, a lot of cards to get through. So this was that was basically my first impressions. Look forward to a lot of here's some content that's going to be coming up soon. So today the recording of this video is on the 20th. So on the 22nd the set releases. I will be live streaming my pack openings and stuff when the set comes out, and that will be BST around 10 a.m. on Monday. I think around 10 to 11 a.m. something like that. And I'll be live streaming the pack openings and stuff. I'll be doing guides on all of the new content, like the quest mode and stuff, and like how I went through and how I beat it and things. And I'll try and do it with like evolve and stuff from previously, so you don't need new things. But it might be it might not be possible because the Battle Spirit stuff looks crazy and they're all using Battle Spirit decks. So we'll see. So a lot of exciting stuff coming up from Monday. So I hope you're looking forward to all the new content that we're going to be getting. Yeah. All right. So don't forget. So please like, comment, subscribe, share all that stuff. Trying to get 1,000 subs by the end of summer. That'll be really great. Add me in Zenonzard with my code here. And once again, I hope you enjoyed this video. And I will see you guys tomorrow for the next one.